Testing my network. 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 Testing my network.
Off like a weapon, fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession, I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex, haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god.
I don't know how to stop, I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. You wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent, cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly, never caught off guard, no, I'm always ready. I got a hand real steady, look me in the eye and you'll see no hezzy. About to get real messy, I'll put you in a grave 6 feet like Kenny.
You call me a god.
Like a weapon, fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession, I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex, haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god.
I don't know how to stop, I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. You wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent, cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly, never caught off guard, no, I'm always ready. I got a hand real steady, look me in the eye and you'll see no hezzy. About to get real messy, I'll put you in a grave 6 feet like Kenny.
You call me a god.
Okay. Let's get this started. I don't know if the end party voice would be able to hear, but I think it should because I know you're offline. I know you're offline, but okay, you can hear me. Well, that's one thing working. The only thing I'm trying to get working is my console sound going into this. Like, I have to create a new source, but I don't have it available. Because see, if I click here, nothing will show up because I don't have the source ready. But nonetheless, this is my Windows 11 desktop. If you know, it probably looks a little bit better than probably your display. But like I said, I can show you what I'm trying to do just in case. That way you would try opening remote play. Yeah. I have it installed, which is okay, not there. Remote play, where you can search it, and of course, run it. Yeah, but see if I put it on the desktop screen, it won't pop up on the display. It has to be a desktop capture, which means it'll have to be a desktop, it'll have to be a screen capture or a window capture, because that's what the YouTube video showed me. But I have this opened and I would connect to it. Okay. Right when I'm busy doing this, I have to update it. That's okay, I didn't know. I didn't know that. Oh, I'll try that. But first this has to install before I can use it. But see, the display just works just fine, but I'll do that, but I'll see if it works that way. And before I continue, you see, I got me another canvas that I can go live on other platforms too as well, do the vertical canvases, where I can go live on every single platform out there. It already installed. All I need to do is just launch it. Okay, I'm gonna have to block this out because it will ask for my password and stuff, but yeah. See, when I go to other sources right here, nothing's gonna pop up because I don't have it set up yet. This is where I was going to set up remote play, but okay. I hope it's not being seen. Probably have to be updated. That's why it signed me out for. I got it. I have to go through this verification thing.
Option 1. Option 2. Option 3. Option 1. Option 2. Option 1. Option 2. Option 3.
Yeah, I prefer doing that for safety too.
Option 1. Option 2. Option 3.
Oh, those are just auto challenges. You can do a visual challenge where you have to match the picture, or the audio challenge is where that's the easiest way because this is the easiest way for me to get through it.
Option 1.
With the sounds, it's just to verify my
Option
sign in.
2. Option 3.
I may have to do this
Option
twice
1.
because I don't know if I did it right.
Option 2. Option 3.
Yes, I did it right. That's good. Should sign me in right now. Back to desktop. Yeah. And then of course I choose my PS4. Link it up immediately. But the problem is doing it on my PC source. I'm not so sure if it will pop up. But doing it on a separate source, like on a new source, it's probably easy to do it that way because I'm not so sure if it will pop up on my display. But I'm gonna have to create a new display capture for this to work probably. It has no problem connecting to a network, which is those challenges are for verification purposes. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it does work on desktop. I mean, what I was trying to do was create a new source, and then I was trying to create a window capture and use the window capture right here. I was trying to create this as a window capture, but it appears it works this way. But as you can see, it's kind of lagging a little bit. Yeah, you can hear the audio, but for me, it's lagging a little bit. But the thing I was trying to do is create a new source known as the window capture and use it that way. That way I can have them separate. I mean, if I have permission to show a video, then whoops. If I have permission to show a video, I can probably show you what I was trying to do and what I was trying to attempt for. How to I mean, this is what YouTube showed me. I don't know if it's gonna be any copyright, but I'll try to block it off. Let me see which one it was. Maybe my library has it. See all. Sorry, I've been watching YouTube more than anyone else. That's why I have a lot of videos on my history. Let me find it. Okay, I'll just go random video, and hopefully it's the same one. I think it was this one.
Hello folks, Simon here, welcome.
Or not that. It was the one that started with GTA. Let me find it. Okay. We'll just go for that one for now, because it'll probably be the same.
Hello folks, Simon here, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, I've got OBS Studio up here, and I'm playing Spider-Man on the PS5. But I'm not using a capture card. So I'm going to show you today how you can use OBS Studio to stream your console gameplay from PS5 to YouTube, Twitch or wherever without having to invest in a game capture hardware device, or here's the thing, without having to move your PS5 from its location. So presumably you've set it up as a part of your home entertainment system. You don't want to keep shimming it over to your streaming PC to connect it up each time you want to stream to Twitch or whatever. You don't need to, okay? As long as you've got a decent network connection on your PS5 and a decent network connection on your streaming PC, then you can get as good as using a capture device without having to use one, just like this. Okay then, let's get on with it. Okay, I'm just going to show you my setup so you can see how I'm going to be running things today. So down here we have the PS5 itself set up in the entertainment unit. Now that's not connected to the computer. We should get a nice list to all of this stuff in the video description. Now I've gone ahead and set up the remote play app, which is a fairly simple process, but I'll just very briefly show you my settings here. So the only thing that's of note is that I've got the resolution set to 1080p. Obviously that's going to be dependent on your network. 1080p is the maximum, so you can't stream this in 4K, unfortunately. But if you're, streaming to Twitch live or YouTube or whatever, then you're unlikely to be able to do that in 4K anyhow. So we'll set that to 1080p. Again, as long as you've got everything connected via Ethernet cables, then that shouldn't be a problem. And because all of this is being transferred across your network, so OBS is again free software, and it's pretty much the perfect streaming software in my opinion. Does absolutely everything you're going to need it to. It's wonderful. Right, let's move the PS Remote Play window out of the way for the time being. Right, so what we're going to do is start adding some sources. So I've already added this scene that's called PS5 streaming. Right now it's completely blank, as you can see. So we're going to then start adding these sources. Right, so we're just going to go ahead now and add a new window source or window capture. That's exactly down here. What I was trying to do. And we're going to select create new. I'm just going to call this PS Remote Play. Oh, I'm getting my arm tangled up in the controller cable. PS Remote Play. Just like that. Select OK. And the one you're going to want to select is this one here. remoteplay.exe, PS Remote Play. Now, one thing to note is that for some reason it doesn't always refresh this perfectly when you open OBS. So if you, the next time you come to open OBS, find that the stream hasn't come up properly, then just double click this here, this source, and then change it to something else, and then change it back to PS Remote Play, and that should fix it for you. It doesn't always need that to be done, but occasionally it does. Right, that's pretty much it. As you can see, we are ready to start streaming or recording with OBS here. So maybe we can go ahead and open Spider-Man, since I think...
See, that's what I was trying to do. That's what YouTube showed me before I was messing with it. That's before I was messing with it. That's exactly what I was trying to do. But if I go to other sources, oh, my display's gone. Now I'd go over to the window capture. Name it remote PS Remote Play. Remote Play. And since I have it, wait, do I have it running? Okay, I don't have it running in the background. Hang on. Okay, now I do. Leave it open. There we go. Let it connect again. And then instead of doing it that way, I'll do it as a new source. But I'm going to show you where the problem comes in at when I try to do it as a new source. I mean, it works better on the display I showed you, but having it separate just allows me to immediately switch over to it. What? Okay. Alright. I'm gonna keep this stream as long as I can. That way you can overview it if you have to. Um, settings. Device. Nine. Don't say it. And I'll try to add the capture thing into the scene. Then I'll try to add that using the window capture. But when I do so, oops. And see, it doesn't pop up for me rather than the little box. You can make some if you like. I can use them on stream. But see, that's what happens when I try to do what YouTube showed me. All I'm seeing right now is when I add it, there's a box which is supposed to be the remote play box, but it's not showing anything on the source, and remote play is running in the background. Even if it's here. This is the default location where it puts it where the display shows up. Display play is supposed to show behind it, but it's not doing it for me. But feel free to come back when you need to review it. But that's my problem. The sound is no problem, but the adding it as a new source is. I did it before, but it only worked one time. But now it's not even working. That's why it's best. I'm gonna try to stick with this for now. Doing it on my desktop like this. Whoops. Doing it on my desktop like this, but I just thought it would be easier to I just see if I do it the other way, I can at least have it separate. That way I can click on my desktop PC and not have that in the way. Like on my, if I do the same thing to Xbox, which is Xbox Remote Play, I can name a source called Remote Play, like right here, where it says other sources. I can rename it to Remote Play, and I can have all my consoles Remote Play sources like PS4, Xbox, etc. That way I can have one little source holds everything in my consoles. That way the desktop doesn't interfere with it. Yeah, but feel free to, this has been a short live stream on OBS tests to make sure I didn't run into any problems. Apparently I did, but my friend will find a solution. And once that happens, Remote Play will be fully operational. But Remote Play is working, but it's not fully operational. But it does work. But to prevent any other issues with Twitch live stream, I would rather use it on another source. That way I don't run into any issues while I'm live. This has been the test stream for OBS, and you saw the new intro that I was working on. And this is the main screen right here. But as you can see, I have a thing called vertical scene where I can go live on a vertical device like a phone, like on Facebook, YouTube, and more. Like I can go live on every social media platform, not just Twitch. In fact, I think I can show you that before I go off air. Yeah, and I'm working on the intro, but I kind of want to customize it a little bit. That way, the way I do is go to here, and I went to this little thing, and I got the overlay and stuff like that. But I kind of want to make it custom. Like I have this specific file, my Twitch intro thing, but all of these are having media problems on like previewing the music right. Either the music doesn't work or it doesn't work at all the way that it should. But he'll find a solution and we'll get this working. But until then, when I do a remote play session, it'll be on my desktop for now. Until we can find a solution, which you'll find out shortly. But before I sign off, I'm gonna show you a video what I mean to describe this. That way you get the idea if I use this to go live. Now I'm going to cut some of the video just to prevent copyright, but because I'm not so sure if I can do that or not. But just to prevent my channel from copyright, I will make sure that doesn't occur. Okay, it's gonna be easy to find because it's in my library. Just make sure that, okay. Come on. Let me close this out. We'll see if we can do that. We can see what we can do tomorrow on that. But before I sign off, I'm gonna show you where I got this from. And by the way, it's a two-click download. It goes straight into the OBS when you download it. But this video will show you before I sign off. Oops. Let me find it. It shouldn't be that easy. It shouldn't be that hard to find because I still have it on my history somewhere. Oh, this is the video. This is the video that I was going
on
for.
everybody, my name is Mr. Relics. Welcome back to another
after
video.
this video,
Today I'm going to be showing you how you
I
can stream your PS4
will
using
see what I can do
OBS,
from there on next live
Streamlabs,
stream.
whatever streaming software you want to use. And just to prove it, yes, I am on my PS4. I do not have a capture card. This is done via a different method, and I'm going to show you exactly how you do that. Okay, so the reason why I needed to do this myself,
Meaning the video because of copyright. I want to try to avoid that as often as possible. Because it's not my content or anything, but I just want to be safe. But right now he's explaining this, but the main explanation will be right here. Or I have that enabled already. But the main source I'm trying to get to is here.
your actual PC. But what we're going to want to do is now we're going to move this and pull it onto OBS. So let's see how we do that. Okay, so we're going to open OBS Studio, and what we're going to need to do first is create a scene where we want our gameplay to show up. Now I always create nested scenes. Entirely up to you how you want to do this.
Feel free to
so I created a nested scene called game,
and
and
you
I
can make
added
your
in
own
a window
sources and
capture,
your own displays and your
and I called it remote play. If we go into that, I then selected the window remote play. Now something that you will probably need to do when you connect this is, if you have remote play open, make sure that you do not minimize it. Don't do this, because if you do, it's not gonna update. So I'm
but for
moving
him,
my
there was no
controller right now,
problem.
but you can't see
I
it
don't know
because
what
the
went
window is
wrong, but
minimized.
he will
So if I
find a
go back to it,
solution,
I'll open it up,
and then
and I'm going to move around,
we'll
and
go
it
from
now
there.
works 100%. So if you find the issue where it's not picking up the display, it's because you've probably minimized it. And then once you've done that, you can then move that display. You can add that as a source in your main scene, add your overlays, add your alerts, and there you go. That's how you make your PS4 appear on your OBS stream with zero lag. Look, I'm doing this in real time. Zero lag. It's absolutely fantastic. I was streaming with this yesterday and it was beyond perfect. I really hope this helps you out. If it does, make sure you give me a like on the video down below. Hit
Okay. Let's see if I can find the last video, and we'll end it there. If I can find it. Need to remember what I typed. Nope, not that. Um. Oh yeah, I remember now. I remember now. I almost forgot my other video. But I remember now. It'll take me a minute to find it. So this shows this one. Then the other is where this came from. Which I'm trying to find a video on that. It's in my history somewhere, but I'm gonna find it. The more I watch YouTube videos, the more it builds up. And if you're interested on joining me for an OBS live stream, I would be able to do things like this right here for virtual machines as older as 98 or 95. That way I can show you some virtual machine content. Oh, here's the video. See, this is where I got it from. As you can see in the thumbnail, you have your big screen for Twitch and stuff, and you have your small screen for everything else. But in this video, it will explain to you. I'm gonna skip over to avoid copyright again, because this is the website that he got it, that YouTube user got it from, and then, like I said, it's a 2-click install, and this is the YouTube video where you found it from.
I'll put a link to it in the description. It's like a 2-click install. That was imperative to me. This needed to be easy to set up. And now that we have it installed and OBS is open, you can see we have 2 canvases now. We have a regular one for your regular streaming stuff, and now we have a vertical one. You can see on the left side, I have my regular scenes and my regular sources, and on the right side, I have my vertical scenes and my vertical sources. You can move these wherever you want. You can even move the canvas wherever you want. I like it right over here, mounted to the right side, right next to my regular stuff. So I've got 2 regular scenes set up down here. We got a regular one, a chatting one, which you can see here is just full camera. And then we have a gameplay scene, which is just a screenshot of someone who's probably way better at Valorant than I am. I am trash at that game. Now, let's set up our vertical scenes. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a vertical chatting. I'm gonna add my camera, just like I had before. I'm gonna stretch it out to be the full screen. And then a shortcut here, just go to transform center horizontally. And perfect. I've got my vertical chatting scene. I think just to be safe, I'm also gonna lock it so I don't accidentally click and drag and move this thing.
And that's how I set up mine the way he did. But here in a minute, you would see why you would see why that would be useful. But that's how I set mine up. Unfortunately, I don't have a streaming camera yet, but once I do, I can include one. But that's what I'm working towards.
We're gonna add a vertical gameplay scene. We've got 3 sources on our gameplay scene here. We got our gameplay, we got our camera here, and then we've got this very real alert that is definitely happening. Thank you for the support, Pokemon. And so here what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our display capture. Let's shrink it down to size. Again, let's center this. Let's add our camera, then we'll figure out exactly the size that we want. Let's add our camera here, which is definitely too large. I think I want this to go top center though. And then let's put the gameplay on top. And then we'll add our alert. Let's put the alerts right underneath my camera. Now this is what my gameplay looks horizontally, like on Twitch or on YouTube. This is what my content's gonna look like if I clip something for TikTok or a YouTube short. Now we could get more creative with this, but I think this will work for now. But here is the magic. So now that we've made both of our vertical scenes, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna right click on the gameplay one, and I'm gonna link it to my gameplay scene. And then I'm gonna right click on the chatting one, and I'm gonna link this one to my chatting scene. And what that does is if I switch to my chatting scene in OBS using my Stream Deck or using a hotkey or whatever, it switches my vertical canvas. And when I switch back to gameplay, it switches back to my gameplay vertical scene. You had a TikTok moment while you were chatting? Perfect. The recording is of you chatting. You had a TikTok moment of your gameplay? The recording is of your gameplay. I'm gonna be honest, that might be the best idea I ever have. That may have been my peak and it's all downhill from there. And I'm okay with that. But now that you get your canvases set up, let's talk about how to actually grab clips while you're live. We added something right here called backtrack recording. Something happens on stream, maybe an amazing gaming moment, maybe.
And these are the useful tools when you go. Those 3 buttons right there would become useful for the added content in OBS. This is why it would be worth it to have it in your OBS live stream.
An amazing joke. You click that
or dashboard
little button and it records the thing that just happened. You also get to decide how far back it records. Right in the settings here, front and center, backtrack recording length. You can type in whatever length you want right there. I prefer 2 minutes, so 120 seconds. You might also notice that you can set a backtrack hotkey. So set it to whatever hotkey you want, or once you set your hotkey, you can then assign that to your Stream Deck, and now you have a backtrack button right on your Stream Deck. So now the TikTok moment happens, you push the button on your Stream Deck, it automatically records the previous 120 minutes, it saves to the place you want it to save right on your computer, and you're ready to post it to TikTok. No editing. No editing needed at all. By the way, if you're familiar with replay buffer in OBS, it's the same thing. It's literally, that's what it is. I just felt like the name replay buffer was too like techie and confusing for people. I wanted it to name it something better. So we named it backtrack. And by the way, with this checkbox here checked, anytime you're streaming or recording, backtrack automatically starts.